spring has actually finally sprung here in northern Indiana, which is pretty cool. So, a couple things spring's gonna bring. One, probably getting rid of the wizard beard finally. I've been waiting until we get some nice weather, and ride the motorcycle with it, you know, flannel, it just seems kind of weird. So anyway, probably cutting that off. Not that you really care, because you didn't, it's not beard talk, we're talking about cars. So I'm gonna do some things with the cars this spring, and the first thing we're gonna do, and the reason we're here today, is my F30 is gonna get a new bumper. So so you're probably looking at the bumper and you're like, why in the world would he get a new bumper? And that's definitely what my parents asked when I spend money on my cars. Like, why the hell do you need that? And answer is, I don't need it, I want it. So what we're gonna do, I'm getting an M Sport bumper. So what we're do today is I'll walk you through taking off the bumper off of one of these, and it's just the bumper cover. We're not going to be doing anything mechanically to the metal or anything, or the supports underneath. We're just going to be taking the bumper cover off. I've got my new one currently at the body shop, and what they would like to do is they'd like to have the old one to do some paint matching. So I'm going to make sure they have it. So let's get to it. First thing we're going to do is take these screws off. These here, 8mm bolts, pretty sure. Yep. So there's an 8mm here, and there's a couple more along the bottom there on the side. I'll take those off, move past the pipes. One here, one there, another one here. So I put carpet down just because when this bumper comes off, it's actually in really good shape. There's a couple spots up here, and it's dirty, so you can't really tell. But some lady backed into my car really softly, and I've got stress cracks in the paint. Right along here, and then another spot over here, but you can't really tell. It's just a good excuse for me to get a new bumper, so that's really what we're doing. And again, so there's bolts on the other side as well, so I'm going to remove those first. Then there's some inside the fender liner by the back tires, so I might probably what I'll do is I'll jack up the back of the car a little bit. I don't think I need to take the wheels off, because there's no need for that. I just need to get a little bit more room. And then there will be some bolts in here that I'll address as well, and I might just take the lights out at the same time. It could be a good time to clean up around where the lights are, because it's, you know, it gets dirty in there sometimes. So there's what it looks like. Here's what the bolt looks like. And what I'm going to do is start putting those in one of these. If you don't have one of these, you need to get one. It's a way to keep your bolts all in one place. So really the choice is you either put them here, that way you can find them later, or find them when you need them, or if you don't do that, oftentimes they end up here and you find them later, and that's, you know, not really something you want to do. So, alright, I'll spare you the details. I'll get these other bolts removed and then we will join each other again in a second when it's time to take the bolts from the fender. So it seems as though these bolts here, again, this is an M Sport. I'm sorry, this is a Sport line, and we're putting an M Sport bumper on it. These three back here, I showed you are 8mm. These are not. So I'm suspecting that they are 10s, and they are. So on a Sport line, I imagine the same thing on a luxury line or whatever the other lines are. These here are going to be 10mm bolts. There'll be 3 of them along the bottom, so I'm going to take those out. Okay, I'm going to try to give you an idea where the 2 bolts are. That we're, just for reference, we're inside the wheel well now. I'm going to try to get the camera in here and shine a light, hold the camera, and point to the bolts if I can. Don't know if that's going to work or not. There's one right here where my finger is, and then there's one further up right here. So those are 2 8mm bolts there and there inside the fender, and then rolling back up here right where this meets. I believe this is a Torx, so I'll have to see exactly what size it is. Let me get those out and we will return. Alright, some more bolts. So just so you know, the 8mm from the side inside the wheel well look like this. They're longer, so you're not gonna get them mixed up. The T20 inside the fender looks like that. So more bolts to add. And so I'll do this on the other side. I'll show you. I've already got it done on this side. Just pull straight away on the bumper, and it'll take the clips and loosen them up. So let's do that on the other side. So all I'm doing is taking it, and I'm just going to pull straight out. First one going, and moving up. So that's that. Now we're going to move around to the trunk and take a flathead screwdriver. And you just take these little panels out. And set that here. That's going to give you access to, this is the screw you're going to take out for the bumper. You can get to that by itself. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take advice of another video I saw on this. Pull these out. When I'm going to do that, I'm just going to clean up around here anyway, but it's also going to give me access to that better. And then to make sure that I pull these last remaining tabs off kind of in a controlled fashion, because I don't want to pull it. Even though this bumper, I'm replacing it, there's nothing wrong with it, so I'm actually going to take it and put it on eBay, so I don't want to destroy it in making this video. So I take this other cover off. Once you get that screw out, it's a plastic screw, there's like really nothing holding it in there, it doesn't seem like. So once you get that, you just pull this out and it's just kind of stuck with some little rubber hooks or whatever that go in there. So pretty easy to get out. I'm going to switch to my other tripod so I don't have to try to do this while I'm holding the DSLR on the grill pod. So hold on a second. Alright, so I'm going to take these bolts out, or nuts rather, they're holding the tail light in. Once you've taken this out, there's a little cable that's clipped on the light itself right here. So I unclip that, and then I'm just going to wiggle this off, and set the light aside. I've got access to this nut down here, and let's see what's going on. This. Okay. Yeah, so there's not much holding on at this point. There's two tabs right here. You can see on my car right here, there's two tabs that are holding the bumper on, and then this screw, or bolt rather. So what I'm going to do, I take the other light out on the other side, and it'll be the same exact procedure. So these little plastic ends go into this hole, and then obviously these go over these studs, and then the bolts go on, or the nuts go on. So I didn't do that. I knocked off this screw, which I'm going to pick up and put in the metal tray. Now I'm going to back this up. I'm getting ready to take the bumper off. So I took the last remaining screw off that's over here. So that's just about off there. Alright. There we go. One bumper off. Alright, so we got the job done as far as getting the bumper off. Looks kind of crazy. I'll give you kind of a taste of what it looks like. So next step is to actually get the other bumper, or get the old bumper to the body shop. They're gonna paint match it. I think they want to see the car and the bumper, just so they can paint match, make sure it's just perfect. Once they get that done, drying, etc., whatever it takes, get it ready. I'll do another video with actually putting the other one on, and hopefully it'll be pretty cool looking. So, all right, thanks a lot for watching. And if there's any videos you want to see, any mods you want to see me do to this car, other than, you know, vinyl wrap in pink or purple or something like that, or something crazy, if there's something I'm interested in, I'll do it if I can do it. Obviously things that I can't do, like paint, I'm farming out to a place here, so